Hello!
Hello, everybody. My name is Sam, and this is Greg.
Hello!
And welcome to Home Debate Club. Every week, we help you take part in a debate at home at the same time as lots of other people in the country. How are you today, Mr. Greg?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you, Sam?
Yeah, doing good. A bit cooler today, so I am feeling less hot, which is great. So thank you for asking. Now, some of you might be asking, how do you join in? Well, everything that you need to get involved should be either underneath us or to one of the sides. Not up there, but one of these ones or down there. So just have a look at those if you want some instructions. If you'd like to comment live to today's Home Debate Club, you need a second phone or a tablet or a different tab open with Home Debate Club on YouTube, and say hello to the comments if you're there, and we will give you a shout out.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you very much, guys. So before we get on to this week's question, we want to give a huge shout out to everybody that joined us last week. When we asked the question, if a vaccine for coronavirus is found, who should get it first? So many people got involved, and the winning option was, it should be appearing on your screen now, it was Team Greg, with people who are unwell should get the vaccine first. Yeah, that's right. You can get your sign out. We know you won. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, so let us know if you agreed with that in the comments. What did you think of the debate last week, Greg?
It was a difficult question, wasn't it, Sam? I really thought that key workers might have won that one. But yeah, it was really great for everyone to get involved at home. And can't wait to hear what you think about this week's topic.
Amazing. So yeah, well done to Team Greg and everybody that voted for that last week. Really interesting debate that we had.
Okay, so thank you, everybody. We're going to now move on to this week's question. And it's a really good question today. So today's question is, many people are outraged at Dominic Cummings for breaking the lockdown rules. Why do you think this is? So, Sam, could you tell us a little bit about what this question means?
Yeah, so it's okay, so let's be fair, put ourselves back to last week, and this was the big news story of the time, wasn't it? Our Prime Minister's chief advisor, for those of you who are not sure who Dominic Cummings is, has been and has reported and has subsequently explained that whilst we were in lockdown, or we still are, but once we were in a more strict version of lockdown, he broke the rules. So for us, the question is getting to consider why it is that so many people were outraged by that. It's a political story that's reached the attention of most people, which maybe most political stories don't, and it's generated a lot of anger and a lot of frustration. So that's what we're talking about today, why we think people feel like that about this news story. So that's what we're going to talk about. Does that make sense to you at that level, Greg?
Absolutely, yeah. Thank you, Sam.
Cool. So to do this debate today, what we want to also share some statistics, and these are going to appear on the screen as you have your debating time. So these stats are about people's attitudes and their opinions about what Dominic Cummings did. They all come from a survey by Opinion, and they were reported in the Observer newspaper. And there's a link to this you can see later on if you want to fact check us, because fake news is not good, is it, Greg?
No.
So what do people think? Well, 81% of people think that Dominic Cummings broke the rules. 67% of people do not believe his explanation. So when he sat in the Rose Garden and explained why he did the things that he did, 7% of people don't believe them. 52% of people believe that his actions have damaged our collective fight against coronavirus. And then very, very interestingly, 29% think that actually all of this outrage has been generated by the media and he's been treated unfairly. Interesting statistics, those, Greg, aren't they?
Absolutely. So this is a hot potato this week. This is in the news a lot. So really interested to be debating this with you all today. So 4 options for you to choose from with today's debate. So firstly, option 1, they think that he acted unfairly. That's option 1. Option 2 is that they think he acted dangerously. That's why people are angry with him. Option 3 is because they don't like the government. And option 4 is because they've been made to feel angry by the media. So, Sam, what are you saying this week?
All right, guys. So those of you who joined for the first time, each week Greg and I pick one of the options to debate around to show you what a debate good looks like. So, Team Sam, that's me. What we're saying is that the reason that people are so angry is because what Dominic Cummings did was unfair. That's pretty obvious to me, at least, and to Team Sam. When you're one of the people responsible for creating the rules, you have a responsibility to uphold them. And I think we as people, I think we can be rightly concerned about people in power, and in this case, somebody that's not even elected, who seemingly disregard the rules when it comes to their own lives. I don't think that's okay. I think that's unfair, and that's particularly unfair at a time of national emergency like this. That is what Team Sam are saying this week.
Okay, great. Thanks, Sam. And so for me, Team Greg, I think it's because people actually don't really like the government, and they're kind of picking on Dominic Cummings. So there's lots of people that don't like what the government is doing or their approach to coronavirus at the moment. There's some that do as well. But because Dominic Cummings is one of the kind of characters who are at the heart of government at the moment, whatever he does will be disliked by some people. Some people don't like the fact that Brexit has happened, and will use anything to kind of criticize the government at the moment. So for me, it's because people don't like the government.
That's an interesting point, Greg. I think I can see that. And I do think there's this idea that when you look at this news story, your response is kind of filtered by about how you feel about the government. I mean, that's really interesting. Good view presented by Greg. But what's more important is for you guys at home to decide what you think. So maybe just spend a moment and think to yourself, there are 4 options to choose from here. Which one do you think is the explanation as to why people are so angry at Dominic Cummings? Let's just have 5 seconds to think about that. Okay, brilliant.
Great. Okay, so if you're having a debate at home as a group, then make sure that a young person is leading that, and we don't want any adults leading today. And if you're joining on your own, here's what you need to do. So you need to make up your own mind. You can use the debate time to share comments in the Facebook or YouTube comment box. And you can also see if anybody else changes your views, because remember that there's no right or wrong answers with this. This is a debate for you to discuss.
And if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, now is the time to head over to homedebateclub.com if you're not already there, because that's where you record your votes.
And after the 2 minutes is up, you will be able to vote, and it will tell you if you're the 3rd or 4th or 5th or first home to vote. So anyone who's the first home, we will get a dedicated shout out from us as well to say thank you for taking part and being fastest finger first with Home Debate Club. So let us know in the comments. So let's debate.
Let's go. Okay, guys, the debate is now over and voting is open. And we're interested to know who's going to be the first person to vote. Click on the option you agree with to cast your vote. Vote now. You've got about 30 seconds in which to do that. And whilst we're waiting for you to vote, have you got any interesting comments from opinions out there, Greg? What do you think people are saying?
Well, I'm trying to hold up on my signs at the moment. Wow, great debate. We got a really interesting point there from Dolly, who said that she thinks that this is because that people don't want to spread coronavirus, and I think that being a really important part of what the government's trying to do at the moment is what people are thinking of, and you know, I think you might have got me in today's debate, Sam. You debated very well. So yeah, I think Dolly agrees with you.
Thanks, Greg. I mean, yeah, Dolly, that was a great point. I liked your comment when I saw it come through. So well done to you. And it's about time Team Sam had a victory, because I'm on a bit of a losing streak at the moment. But anyway, well done to everybody for getting involved. All of the options are great. The votes, I think, have now been counted. It's not about right or wrong. It's all about having strengths and different weaknesses. But most people agreed with, it should be appearing on the screen any second. Most people agree with option B, which is that they think he acted dangerously. I didn't see that one winning this week, so I'm in shock here, Greg. How are you?
Yeah, wow, that's a really I mean, and then there's lots of votes for he acted unfairly as well. So it seems like the young people and families that have taken part this week are really kind of quite critical of kind of what he's done. So yeah, amazing, great debate.
Yeah, really good debate, but a really broad range of opinion out there, which I think is the best part, because we've even got a few people who think that it's actually about the media themselves and not about what he's done. So great range of opinion. What a fantastic response. Thank you guys for getting involved. Right, so to finish Home Debate Club, there are two things that we talk about. There's one from me, and then there's going to be one from Greg. The one from me is about our mission. Now, if you don't know what this is a task that we set you at the end of Home Debate Club based on what we've talked about to go off and do in your own time. And this week, what we want you to do is interview a family member. This debate has been all about people's opinions on Dominic Cummings. So what we're asking you to do is select a family member or a friend, whoever it is, and ask them some questions on their views on Dominic Cummings. We've got some great example questions for you to use in the mission link, which we will post in the Home Debate Club Facebook group in a moment. So ask an adult if you need to get access to that. We think it'd be amazing if you were to write down or record your interview and share it with us so we can play it on next week's Home Debate Club. So good luck to you with this week's mission.
Thank you. And final thing from me, we are looking for some young people themselves to help shape what the debate is next week. So rather than just a Team Sam and Team Greg, a head-to-head every week, which is cool, and I love beating Sam in debates, and I'm sure he loves beating me, but what we'd like to do is to get young people's voices themselves to help shape this debate. So we're going to post a question on Friday in our Facebook group. And then if you have a view on that question, then you can send in some words, an audio clip, a video, and we will play the best contributions to help us shape the debate next week. So we would love to hear from you. And the way that you send us your ideas are by either emailing us, so on homedebateclub.com. If you go to the bottom, there's an email link that you can send in contributions to, or you can upload them to social media, Instagram, Twitter, or our Facebook group with the hashtag Home Debate Club, and we will see them. So please get involved. It's going to make the debate even better, and we would absolutely love to hear from you. And final thing, please subscribe on YouTube, because then you'll get reminded that these debates are happening every week. Okay, thank you from Sam and me. It's been amazing that you've taken part. It's a pretty clear-cut a vote this week. So yeah, we've loved debating with you, and we will see you at the same time next week. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys. Thank you. Teams up.